Hello, friends! My name is Coco, and you don't know me, and I don't know you, but I am very happy you're alive today. Today is Monday. I hope you guys had a good day today. My day has been good. I've just been doing adulthood, so totally apologize. I was like, I'm gonna get this week started right. I'm gonna do Coco's morning commute. I'm gonna totally post some really positive stuff. I'm gonna be totally on top of it since I'm on my computer M-turking in the morning, and totally did not do any of those things because adulthood decided to take over, and of course, I love that damn adulthood. It's like those moments where I'm like, so glad I bought Legos, because then at the end of my day I can just play with Legos and be like, everything's gonna be fine. So anyway, damn adulthood. It's like, you think there's all this freedom and you get to do lots of stuff, but then you gotta pay bills, and life likes to kick you in the butt every once in a while just because you're over 18. So anyway, enough about that. But one thing I kind of wanted to mention is, if you come across somebody that experiences depression or is opening up to you, one of the greatest things you can do is either give them a hug, or if you're not the hugging type, I know that's just me, I love giving hugs and I love getting hugs, but if you're not the hugging type, even just offering to sit there and support them through what they're feeling. And, just kind of, you can give some acknowledgments as they're talking, say, I understand, or I'm really sorry you're feeling that way, or, whatever. If they're bashing themselves, please, 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 you are more than willing to step in and say, that is not who you are. If they're like, oh, I'm just an ugly person, no, you shut the fuck up, you are not ugly, you are the most beautiful person I have ever met. And you can say that, okay? You're well within your right to say that. Sorry about the swearing. But you're within your right to say that because, when people start bashing themselves, we don't want people to continue on with that, especially if you're witnessing someone else who has depression. And especially if you have depression, you know what that's like. And you either can know the right way to say it, or maybe you're like, I'm not sure of what the right way is, because sometimes depending on the people, there may never be a right way. But you are well within your right to tell somebody, no, you are amazing. And I know that your depression is telling you that you're not. And I know that your depression is trying to prove to you that you are a monster or all these other things. But you are a beautiful, amazing, wonderful human being, and you deserve to be happy. And I am very sorry that you're dealing with this, but I promise you that we won't be alone, okay? You're not going to be alone. We're going to be in this together. And we're going to get through this. And that's the best thing that you can tell somebody. And the other best thing is, you can always make one of these for them. Going back to my Pebble. You can always make one of these, because what this signifies, it's got a little chip. It's like a little missing part of it on that little corner right there. Right there. So you can tell I carry it with me a lot. But what this signifies is that we are not alone, and that we're in this together. And so if you come across somebody with depression, I want you to understand that depression does come in all shapes and sizes. It comes in all forms. And yes, there are people, just like with everything, there may be people who are, fibbing, or maybe they're not telling the truth, but that's not for you to dictate. And there is no such thing as, oh, you have your self-diagnosed kind, and I have the actual illness, a mental illness, or I have the legit kind and you don't. That's all bullshit, because I hate when I see online people are like, oh, depression isn't this, depression is this. Depression is whatever it is to that person. I have seen depression be as destructive as someone is screaming and crying and punching shit and destroying the house, and I have seen depression to where it is just as destructive, where it's quiet and it's brooding, and that person is not doing anything. They feel no motivation to do anything. They don't want to get up. They don't want to go anywhere. And they're not eating. They're just dying. And that's what depression is. Depression is all across the scale. It could be someone that you meet every day who's happy and smiling, and you never knew it because they just hide it every day, and they go home and they just implode on themselves. Or it could be something as you see someone just moping and acting like they don't want to do anything and saying that they're depressed and they don't want to go on. It could be anywhere from someone being completely inside themselves to anyone showing like Eeyore. You look at Eeyore, you're like, fuck, you're depressed. And it could be anywhere on that scale. But no matter where it is on that scale, we are in this together. We need to love each other, we need to care for each other, and we need to be there for each other, because only us are the only people who know that kind of pain that we're going through. We are the only people who can look at somebody with depression without bias, without judgment, and say, I am here for you. I love you. And no matter what that shit says in your head, you are an amazing person who deserves to live today. So, if you see someone with depression and you know what that's like, please help them. Because sometimes all it takes is just a kind word to really change everything. And sometimes you never know how close somebody is until you tell them, I'm happy you're alive today. So for today, or maybe tomorrow, if you can't today, if you come across someone who really needs to hear it, please tell them. Please tell them, I am very happy you're alive today, and nothing you do and nothing you say is going to change that. Nothing's going to change how happy I am that you're here today. And I promise you that if you die today, I will mourn and hurt beyond all compare to lose someone like you in my life. And maybe it might not be enough to snap them out of it, and maybe it will be. And maybe sometimes it's just enough to get them thinking. Because if we can get them thinking away from their depression, then we've succeeded in bringing them back over. Because sometimes depression, all we see is darkness. All we see are the things that are the negative. And sometimes we just need someone to pull us up out of that darkness, that little beacon of light to say, the world is a beautiful place. You are a beautiful person, and you deserve to be here. I understand what you're going through. I know it because I do it all myself too. But if you believe I have a right to be here, just as much as I believe you have a right to be here, then we do have a right to be happy. We belong here. And together, you and I will never have to feel that alone and loneliness again. So, I love you all. Do the best you can. That's all that anybody asks for. And remember, I am very happy you're alive today. If you meet someone who needs it, you make them a pebble. And you tell them for every time you need it and I'm not around, you hold on to it. Because I'll be holding on to it too. And guess what? There are other people from either other states or other cities, and hopefully other countries someday, but other states and other cities who hold on too. And that's a fact. I'm not lying to you. Maybe I should start making those people start sending me pictures of pebbles so I can start posting it on here so you guys know. I'm not lying. There are other people who are holding on who very much need to know that you're holding on too. Because sometimes just having each other is enough to get us through to the next day. So, I hope you guys have a great Monday. Oh my god. Ruined it all. I was like talking amazing and then bleh. Hope you guys have a great Monday. I tried. I hope you guys have a great Monday. I hope you guys have a good day. And I hope that you guys are kind to one another, because with depression, we understand more than anybody else. And with that said, we need to show more love and compassion to each other, because we're in this together. And we will get through it together. So, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.